Good morning, everyone. It's Adam with Seaside Vacations. I'm at the Hayman St beach access in Kill Devil Hills this morning with your beach report for Friday, September 2nd. Happy September, happy Friday. Feels good to be out here. We have pulled together after Hurricane Irene. Corolla through Nags Head are wide open for business. Restaurants, businesses, attractions, everything's open. We've got all of our homes inspected and clean. We've got the pools up and ready. We started welcoming guests back on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we are ready to welcome guests this weekend. So it feels good. Hurricane Irene definitely rocked us a little bit, but we were able to pull together and get back on our feet pretty quickly. So we are ready to welcome you. If you're thinking about coming down, please give us a look. If you haven't been down here in September or October, it really is a great time of year. You should consider it. I'd say it's the best time of year to be down here. The weather conditions are perfect. Over the next 5 days, we're going to have bright sun and temps hovering around 80 degrees every day and only cooling off to about 70 degrees. So only about a 10-degree difference from day to night. And then you throw on top of that, the water temp is hovering around 75 degrees. So it really is an ideal time to be down here. Beaches are empty, and the prices of vacation rentals drop significantly once you hit September. So it's a great time to be down here. And if you have kids, not sure if it's like this in every state, but in North Carolina, you can actually take an educational vacation. You got to let the school know ahead of time, and you got to let them know what you'll be doing on vacation as far as education. But you can actually take an educational vacation that won't count against absent days. And on the Outer Banks, there's a whole bunch of opportunities for education. We actually partnered with homeschool.com this year, and they gave us their seal of approval as far as a great spot to come for homeschooling, for education, and just a great spot to be on vacation as well. So if you're thinking about coming down, it still might be a great time, even though the kids might be back at school. Perfect time to save some money and be down here with empty beaches and perfect weather. So give it some thought. Like I said, we're going to have some great weather today. Temps in the 80s, only cooling off to about 70 degrees. Bright sun. Unfortunately, no surf to report. We've got an east wind that's really beating up the waves. A little bit of swell in the area, but that east wind isn't helping. Looks like we'll continue to have some swell in the area over the next week. It's actually going to build up pretty big towards the end of next week. Sunday and Monday actually look real good, probably in the chest-high range, and it could be pretty clean based on the wind. Looks like it's going to be offshore. So Sunday and Monday look like they could be the days to get in the water. And as I mentioned, it looks like it could build quite a bit towards the end of next week. I think that might have to do with a hurricane that's hovering out there. And I know we don't want to talk about that right now, and really I don't have too much to report because it's too far out. But there is a hurricane, Katia, that's out there, turned into a Category 1 hurricane a few days ago, and it looks like it's going to be rolling up the coast. Still too early to decide where it's going to be going, but the predictions look like it could be staying out to sea, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Please send some good vibes, and hopefully it just rolls out to sea and sends us some great waves and stays offshore. So we'll see. We'll try to keep you updated as that thing continues to come closer, but right now it's just way too far out for us to predict. As for fishing is going real good, starting to pick up again. Still no offshore reports. The fleet has to get back on their feet. Oregon Inlet got beat up pretty bad, and they had to pull all their boats out of the water when Hurricane Irene came through. So they're going to have to get their boats back in there and head back out. So no reports from offshore, but the piers, bridges, surf, and sound are starting to get real consistent. Starting to see bluefish, spot, croaker, pompano, speckled trout. Some puppy drum are actually starting to show up. No keepers, but they are starting to show up, so that's good news. The Outer Banks fishing is real good during the fall, so that's another great reason to be down here. So it should just continue to get better and better over the next few weeks. So if you are thinking about coming down, please give us a look, outerbanksvacations.com. I'll give you a quick peek at the beach. It's real quiet this morning, as you would expect. Kids are back in school, so there really isn't going to be that many more busy days at the beach. So you pretty much have the beach to yourself, or at least you can find a spot all to yourself. So I'll give you a quick peek at that. And like I said, please give us a look if you're going to come down, and have a great weekend. Thanks.